My lords, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the IPA. In some ways, it's a sad occasion because it's the last, I think, official function that Nicola will be presiding over. And as you all know, Nicola's been our first lady president, and what a brilliant job she's done too. Here. So, without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to our president, Nicola Mendelsohn.
My lords, ladies and gentlemen, it is fantastic to see everybody here tonight. Happy New Year, and thank you all for coming. Now, naturally, at this time of year, we're all prone to making New Year's resolutions, and many of us are going to try and keep them. But actually, it's also a time of year when we can all reflect on what we've accomplished and what we can get better at. I have been so proud to serve the IPA, and it's been of huge importance to me, like many of you, from our very first days in the industry to today. And the essence of what we've done has remained, but there's been many changes in how, where, what, and when we do it. Our industry, with its mix of science and art, of creativity and measurement, is always evolving in a more precise and creatively demanding way. As Paul said, I stepped down in March to hand over to Ian, who I think is an outstanding choice for president. Few whoops for that one, please. Thank you. Where are you, Ian? Give us a wave. Where are you? He's in here somewhere in one of the two rooms. There, through the rooms there in the other room. Ian, you represent, without question, the very best caliber of business leader, and we are so lucky to have you. Thank you. But as I step down and reflect on what we set out to do and that which we've done, I'm convinced that in the last 2 years, it's not what the IPA has achieved, but it's how we as an industry have come together, asserted our collective power, and made many new initiatives a success. So thank you to everyone here tonight for all your help and support in making these things happen. Now, tonight's also a chance to look forward to what else I've got coming up in the last few months as IPA president, because there is still so much more that we're going to be doing, so you have not seen the last of me just yet. It was nearly 2 years ago when I set out the task to create a new generation of creative pioneers by building better connections, better skills, and injecting fresh talent into our industry. Now, we must make sure that we keep this country at the forefront of global creativity by embracing the digital age, the geographic shifts in innovation, economic and business power, and by creating the future that we want. And using the famous words first ascribed to Mao, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a few steps, a single step. And actually, we're well on our way. We've done those few steps. The Creative Pioneers strategy is an enduring plan to keep us focused on skills, markets, connections, and innovation. It's an approach rather than a time-defined project, but its success is tied in developing initiatives that develop the key outcomes and get traction. Now, one of the highlights for me is the Creative Pioneers Challenge, which we launched this time last year. Nearly 1,000 people have signed up as fresh, new digital and creative talent, and we could not have done it without the brilliant media partner, Metro, as well as the invaluable backing of government. So thank you for that. We gave school leavers from all backgrounds the chance to get fast-tracked into their first real jobs, and we helped budding entrepreneurs realize their dream of turning an idea into a business reality. To see that energy, passion, and excitement from all those young people was inspirational, because that is what it was all about, pushing through barriers and innovating. And we could not have done it without all of you, all of those companies who signed up to offer placements and mentoring support, from our member agencies and from the creative media businesses who got involved. A really big thank you to all of you. And from the feedback that we've had so far from those people who made it through to the final placements, what a difference it's made to their careers and their lives. And it's been so successful that we're launching the 2013 Creative Pioneers Challenge in the next couple of months. And we've already had over 100 companies who've signed up to offer apprenticeships and internships, which is fantastic to hear. And by launching initiatives such as this, we're helping to encourage different types of people into the industry, injecting new talent. And it's a way of making our industry more accessible and, more importantly, more diverse. And with the economic situation as it is, we've got to do all we can to help young people to get them employed. The IPA's worked with Skillset to secure government funding for new apprenticeships for the ad industry, the creation of the IPA talent pool in conjunction with top universities to attract graduates from non-traditional disciplines. Our partnering with the not-for-profit organisation, SEO London, has enabled over 120 students so far from Afro-Caribbean and Asian communities to take part in training and networking programmes. And on the 29th of January, we'll be launching the first ever Advertising Open Day for over 2,000 students at the University of Westminster. All of this helps to keep our industry at the forefront, and we want to stay there. Now, as you might have worked out by now, I am rather proud of being the first female president of the IPA in its 96-year history. And if the latest IPA census figures are anything to go by, I know I'm not going to be the last, with women now accounting for 21.5% of those at the highest level of seniority, and that's up from 13.5% the year before. And I think that's extremely encouraging for the diversity of our industry going forwards. And female representation today on council is at 30%, and that is the highest ever. Now, advertising has always been a forward-thinking industry, and this is an area that we can and we should demonstrate leadership in to other businesses and other industries. Just before Christmas, we launched the Women of Tomorrow competition with Campaign magazine. This competition is a real first for Adland and is an opportunity for women in middle management to demonstrate their leadership potential. And there is still time to enter, because the deadline for nominations is at the end of this month. 10 winners will be announced to coincide with International Women's Day on the 8th of March. More information is in Campaign today and marketing next week. And thank you both to Claire and Danny, who are both here tonight, for your help in making this happen. Please, please put forward your nominations to those women. So what else has the IPA been able to play an important and positive role in? Well, in a wider sense, I'm proud that we've been part of what was, without question, an extraordinary year for us all in 2012, with the Queen's Jubilee, our Olympic athletes, and the cultural showcase the UK gave to the rest of the world. We worked with the government, and especially our brilliant partners at UKTI during this time, in asserting the UK as a media and digital hub for international brand owners. Now, many of you here tonight represented us by speaking at the Global Business Summit for the Creative Services sector at Lancaster House, and really thank you for making the time to make it happen. This provided international businesses with the chance to experience firsthand the fantastic work that we produce, and it helped build on the connections that we've already established around the globe during my presidency. From leading a trade mission of member agencies to China during its International Advertising Festival, encouraging Chinese brand owners and entrepreneurs to use the UK as a springboard for growth, to heading up what was an inspirational study tour with 14 heads of agencies, again with the support of UKTI, to Silicon Valley and Hollywood, to meet with leading technology businesses and film studios such as Google and Facebook and 20th Century Fox. And I think it really hit home to all of us out there, the key role that technology is now playing in creative origination, and as well as how the digital revolution is transforming Shoreditch into Silicon Roundabout over here. Now, Creative Pioneers Conference, held in Hackney House in May, demonstrated what an exciting time it is to be working in the creative industries right now. And I think it also showed how far we've all come in positioning the ad industry at the heart of what's going on, as well as our commitment to taking digital mainstream. And we're going to be continuing with the innovation agenda, with another initiative with Tech City to be announced in the coming weeks. Watch out for that one. And on Better Connections, I'm announcing tonight a deepening of our relationship with Google with C-Squared, a digital senior management training program. This builds on the success of our Squared program for new entrants into our industry, now running 4 times a year. We've already seen over about 120 people have gone through that course. Huge thanks to Mark Howe, that I know is here somewhere from Google, for making this possible. And our drive to attract inward investment via our international outreach program will continue to gather pace with a new agency trade mission to Brazil in mid-February, where we're going to visit 3 cities in 5 days to introduce our community to theirs. Now, such is the appetite and the enthusiasm for advertising over there, it's already a huge growth market and an established one, but they are hungry for more. Again, watch this space for more information on this over the next few weeks. And finally, Ad Week, the annual celebration of advertising in New York, and the only one of its kind in the world, is coming to the UK week commencing March 18. The IPA is pleased to be supporting Ad Week, and we're going to be hosting the daily leadership breakfasts at Ronnie Scott's. Please do look out for how you can be part of this week via the IPA newsletter or the website. So that just about sums it all up for now. But I couldn't let the opportunity pass, especially now that I've got such an excellent successor in place, to reflect on how to make the most of the few months that are left. Well, there are some positives. I can see now the end to spending eye-watering amounts of money on hairdressers and clothes. Actually, that's not true. But my husband's in the room, so I thought I would say it anyway. But in all seriousness, and more than anything else for me and our industry and the IPA, it's just about never being complacent. It's about taking risks, and it's about engaging with those who are already making a difference and always thinking how we can make it even better. And so we'll continue to maintain our energy and attention for when new leadership and fresh ideas are put before us by Ian. Now, on a personal note, I want to thank Paul Bainsfair for all his support, the IPA Council, the chairs and the members of all the committees and groups, and to our fabulous sponsors and all the partners that have come on board. And a special thank you to Pamela and the incredible Janet Hull for making my agenda a reality. I also want to thank our colleagues in all our partner trade bodies and associations for the strong collective spirit. And to all those in government who continue to support what we do, including Maria Miller and Vince Cable, who co-chair the Creative Industries Council with me, and to Ed Vasey, who has been the most fantastic cheerleader for our industry, a great big thank you. And to my partners at Karmarama, to Charles who's here, and to my magnificent PA Anne Hunter just over there for all their incredible support over the last 2 years. Friends, there's still so much more that we can all do. So let's carry on putting advertising at the heart of the conversation. And to end in true Adlan style, I'd like to propose a toast. And I haven't got a drink, but pretend I have. Here's to a great 2013. Thank you.